So we've got an update from Greece. The crew of the Superyacht accused of starting a forest fire last week on the island of Hydra in Greece is expected to deny the charges of arson when they appear before the judge today. Obviously, by the time you see this video, they'll have already appeared, but at the time of filming, no update was available. The eyewitnesses say that the fire was sparked by fireworks from the yacht in question on Friday night, which destroyed almost 300 acres of the island's only pine forest before the fire teams were able to get it under control. Now, the 13 crew members, who are all Greek nationals of the yacht in question, which was anchored just a few hundred meters away from the shore when the fire started, were arrested on Sunday at a marina in Piraeus, which is the port for Athens, and charged with starting that fire. Now, according to Reuters, all the crew have denied any wrongdoing and are expected to reiterate their statements before an investigating magistrate, a legal source said, speaking on the condition of anonymity to Reuters. The court will then decide whether to free them or detain them pending trial. Now, the legal source went on to say that there was not enough evidence to link them with the case and that the captain of the vessel had been the first person to actually alert authorities about the fire while other yachts were also in the wide area. So think about that. The captain of the vessel that is alleged to have started the fire was the one that actually alerted people to the fire. Now, witnesses testified they saw smoke and flames after hearing 15 to 20 loud sounds similar to firework explosions at 22:30 hours or 19:30 UTC, 22:30 hours local time, on Friday night, according to court documents seen by Reuters. And one of the witnesses said they had seen a rubber boat sailing toward the yacht as the fire was spreading fast. They saw also a fire extinguisher on the yacht's stern. That is certainly not conclusive. Seems to suggest that they went ashore to launch a fireworks from land-based, and then came back on a rubber boat towards the yacht. Now, that would make sense because it would be very unusual to actually light pyrotechnics on board the yacht, as the captain would be terrified of starting a fire on board. So if they were going to launch fireworks, they most likely would have gone ashore to do it. But it's far from a slam dunk, isn't it? The evidence, or lack thereof, even the eyewitnesses' reports are not conclusive. 15 to 20 loud firework type sounds, and apparently no video footage or anything like that. It'd be interesting to see the CCTV footage from the yacht. Obviously, the yacht will have its own security system with cameras on the mast pointing forward, on the mast pointing rear, on the decks pretty much pointing in every direction. So there should be something in that footage if there was any evidence at all. I'm sure the authorities will be going through all of that footage from around the time. Also, the eyewitnesses were on another yacht, so they should be checking their CCTV footage as well. In the last night's video and the video before, I talked about the fact that the yacht had 12 guests maximum, and the report says there were 17 guests on board. And I said that I found it unusual because the captain would know not to overload his yacht. Some of the comments in the comments section were hilarious, I must admit. People saying that I was naive because don't you know, people can just sleep on couches and pull out beds, etc. Well, that really made me laugh because it's possible that the people watching, it may have been the first time they ever watched one of my videos, so they don't realize that I'm a veteran from the maritime industry with almost 25 years, and I know a thing or two about the industry, right? Now, the reality is there are very strict rules on overloading any vessel with people, and this came from the Titanic disaster when they formed new rules preventing the overloading of vessels without the appropriate life-saving equipment. The Safety of Lives at Sea, or SOLAS, was founded in, I think it was 1914, and it has very strict rules about this, and everybody generally will observe those rules. Now, a yacht that carries too many guests could get into a lot of trouble. If we take away the fireworks story and we just say that this vessel was sailing with too many guests on board, it could invalidate the yacht's insurance. And if they had an accident, the insurance wouldn't pay out, and then the captain could lose his license as well. So it's in the captain's own interest to not overload his vessel. If they had a fire on board or some sort of incident, and then it was discovered the yacht was overloaded, the captain and others could go to prison. So there are a number of reasons why most intelligent people would say, not to having too many guests on board. And this is why I questioned the number of guests, because people who work in the industry are professionals and they tend to go by the rules. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for updates on this story. We'll be sure to bring them as soon as we have them. Thanks very much for watching this video. You've been watching a Superyacht News clip. If you'd like to see the full unedited Superyacht News video, you can click on the link over here. You can also find our channel links below here. And if you'd like to see more shorter videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to this channel.